searching for true love. Keep right on searching till I find. Nothing good comes easy, yes I know, but keep right on searching till I find. What I've been searching for true love, but keep right on searching till I find. Nothing good comes easy, yes I know, but keep right on searching till I find. But I've been trying hard by the hands to find true love. When no doubt the Bible must be right, I'll keep on searching till I find. You know the Bible says, if you seek, you will find. And no doubt the Bible must be right. I'll keep on searching till I find what I've been searching for true love. But keep right on searching till I find. Nothing good comes easy, yes I know, but keep right on searching till I find what I've been searching for true love. But keep right on searching till I find. Nothing good comes easy, yes I know, but keep right on searching till I find. I wanna be a billionaire, so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I've never had. I wanna be on the cover of my Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. So every time I close my eyes, I see my name is shining light. Yeah, a different cities every night. Oh, I swear the walls of us are prepared when I'm a billionaire. When I'm a billionaire. I wanna be a billionaire, my soul freaking bad. Buy all of the things I've never had. I wanna be on the cover of my Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. So every time I close my eyes, I see my name is shining light. Yeah, a different cities every night. Oh, I swear the world best up prepared when I'm a billionaire. When I'm a billionaire. I wanna be a billionaire, my soul freaking bad. I love the things I've never had. I wanna be on the cover of my Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. So every time I close my eyes, I see my name is shining light. Yeah, a different cities every night. Oh, I swear the world best up prepared when I'm a billionaire. When I'm a billionaire. When I'm a billionaire. Let's get together and feel alright. Let the children say, one love, one heart. Let them praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Say, let's get together and feel alright. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. mi alatemeje. Somebody go temeje. Orani mi alatemeje. Jie, jie, jie. So be alatemeje. Somebody go temeje. Orani mi alatemeje. Jie, jie, jie. Jie, jie, jie. So me alatemeje. O somebody go temeje. Orani mi alatemeje. Jie, jie, jie. So me alatemeje. Everybody say jie, jie, jie. Show me alatemeje. Everybody say jie, jie, jie. Repense So me alatemeje. O somebody go temeje. Orani mi alatemeje. Jie, jie, jie. Toyato Ikoyabe Barile sisi yene barinem. Toyato Ikoyabe Barile sisi yene barinem. Taya, tia, isi lele ya Ikoyabe, Barile sisi yere banine. Tonya kia sisi hele ya Iko ya be. Barile sisi yere banine. Tonya ko. Iko ya be. Barile sisi yere banine. Our Father, which art in heaven. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us these days our daily bread. Oh, give us these days our daily bread. Oh Lord. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us these days our daily bread. Oh, give us these days our daily bread. Oh Lord. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us these days our daily bread. Oh, give us these days our daily bread. Oh Lord. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us these days our daily bread. Oh, give us these days our daily bread. Oh Lord. Rosidana sisi na boniye, sisi boniye, osi boniye, aboniye, aboniye, aye.
All right. All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to this 3-in-1 event, one of a kind. And because of time, we would like to take some performances right away. If you know that you're billed to perform today, please, we need you backstage. Every one of you billed to perform today, please, we need you backstage quickly. Thank you. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, also performing here today, we have all the way from Niger Delta University, the Theater Arts Department, NDU. They are here with us. Please, a round of applause for them. A round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. That is the department where J. King actually graduated from, the Theater Arts Department. Ladies and gentlemen, also performing here today is the P-Man Bayelsa State. Some representatives of the P-Man Bayelsa State will be performing here today. And of course, one of the biggest songs right now trending in the whole of TikTok right now, and it is the Awigri. The Izon-Ebi, the refashioned Awigri by Satel Sound, ladies and gentlemen. So they're going to be performing here today also. And we are also going to be having special performances, presentation by the young talents that J. King is grooming. These guys are also going to do something for us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, also a special presentation by the Because of Love crew. They're going to do something for their boss. And of course, the Bayelsa State Arts and Culture, they're also here with us. Please, a round of applause for these persons I've been mentioned. Please, a round of applause for them. There's also going to be a special presentation from J. King's daughter. Yes, she's going to do something for her father. So please, just sit tight and enjoy yourself. Today is going to be very, very much awesome. I am talking here, I'm being mandated here by my madam, the #1 female MC in the whole of Niger Delta. Ladies and gentlemen, Taribio Nelson Owefawad. Please, a round of applause for her. She is my madam at the top. So she gave me the order, so I have to do what she asked me to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, because of time, I would like to quickly I don't know if they are ready now, but let me just leave you in the hands of the Albert group. The Albert group should still do something for us while we'll make the necessary arrangements for those that are going to perform. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have here the Honorable Minister of State, Petroleum Resources, Oil, Senator Dr. Hennekin Lukbobri. Please, a round of applause for him. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the chairman of the APC Bayelsa State, Barrister Dennis Otiotio. Please a round of applause for him. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we have here one of the leaders of the Niger Delta. Ladies and gentlemen, please jam your hands together for Tunde Smooth. I Chief Tunde Smooth. Daddy, you're welcome. Welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the wife of the man we are celebrating here today. Ladies and gentlemen, J. King Alfred's wife, Winner Alfred. Please a round of applause for her. You're welcome, man. Seated with her is a very beautiful and lovely daughter, Princess Nanate. Please a round of applause for her. And of course, also here present with us is the member representing the good people of the Kirima Constituency 1, Honorable Barrister Tari Pori. Please a round of applause for him. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the General Manager, Bayelsa Property Development Agency, and of course, the former Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Tonye Emmanuel Isena. Please a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome, sir. And he also doubled as the Don Jazzy of Bayelsa Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here representing Senator James Manager, his very lovely wife, Mrs. Biboire Manager. Please a round of applause. You're welcome, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the Regional Manager of Globus Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Padeware Alade. Please a round of applause. You're welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here Honorable Tamarankro Abalaru and his lovely wife. Please a round of applause for them. You're welcome. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we also have here Honorable Izon-Ebi Kisa. Please, a round of applause for him. Chief, you're welcome. Honorable Siri Sodomo, you're welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the National Vice President to Ijaw National Congress, Alabo Nengi James, OON. Please a round of applause for him. You're welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, also here present with us is the President, Association of Women Against Gender-Based Violence, and members, Dr. Barrister Dise Harry. Please a round of applause for her. You're welcome. Let me also quickly recognize the presence of Engineer Priye Berezi. Is openly represented here by the former Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Tonye Emmanuel Isina. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here academias, professors, men of the education realm. Ladies and gentlemen, the lecturers to J. King, Alfred, Izon-Ebi, they're all here. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, we have here Professor Barclays Ayakoroma, the DVC University of Africa, Tororua. Please, also representing the Vice Chancellor, Professor Solomon Ebobra. Please, a round of applause for him. You're welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here from the University of Port Harcourt, Professor Femi Shaka, the book reviewer. Please, a round of applause for him. You're welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the Registrar, University of Africa, Tororua, Dr. Akbos Adesi. Please, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. We also have here the orator of Niger Delta University and also the book editor, Professor Ben Binebai. Please, a round of applause for him. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the book editor, former director, Center for Niger Delta Studies, Professor Sunday Abraye. Please, a round of applause for him. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the former head of Department English and Literary Studies and also an author, Professor Odingowe Kwakwa. Please, a round of applause for him. A round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here an author, Associate Professor Tam Azobo. Please, a round of applause for him. Also on the list is an author, Dr. Ebifae O Fawe. You're welcome, sir. We also have an author, Dr. Fred Brisbane. You're welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the head of Department Theatre Arts, Niger Delta University, Wilberforce Island, Amasoma. He is also an author, Dr. Rudolph Kansese. Please, a round of applause for him. You're welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here an author, Mr. Ernest Weridan. Please, a round of applause for him. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, also an author, Mr. Jonathan Kiapene. Please, a round of applause for him. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the National Women Leader of Baramatu Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, please jam your hands together for I Chief Vero Tangbowe. Please, a round of applause for her. You're welcome, ma'am. Let me also quickly recognize the presence of the Ratel Mamas of Bayelsa State. Please, a round of applause for them. That's the VDM gang. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the wife of the Vice Chairman of Bomandi Local Government Area, Mrs. Pawaide Bekes. Please, a round of applause for her. You're welcome, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here present the CLO himself, High Chief Otiki Bodo. Please, a round of applause for him, a philanthropist. You're welcome, sir. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the chairman of Indoro community, Honorable Passman Otiti and his entourage. Please, a round of applause for him. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the mother of the Niger Delta, Izon-Ebi Motere Olodiama. Please, a round of applause for her. You're welcome, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the number one woman of Warri. Ladies and gentlemen, Warri Mama. You're welcome, man. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Funke Kemeforge Kingsley, aka MC Blast, the pride of the Niger Delta. And of course, I also have here my brothers and senior colleague out in Deke Bolea, a great MC, the permanent secretary, Microphone Matters, and of course, a top comedian in the Nigerian space, one of the best. Ladies and gentlemen, G Bones. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the Taroge master himself, B2S. Yes, you're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, okay, more lists are coming. Let me also quickly recognize the presence of great committee of friends, Bayelsa State. Let me also quickly recognize the presence of Chief Andamea Alamieyeseigha. Please, you're welcome, sir. One of the leaders in the Niger Delta. You're welcome, sir. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, just arriving in this arena is the second Opolo of the Niger Delta, the lights of the Niger Delta, the Tukpa of Niger Delta. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the executive officer of the Niger Delta Development Commission, the managing director and chief executive officer of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, PhD. You're welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are almost set. Please, for those of us with special presentation, musical presentation and all that, we should go backstage right now because we are taking each and every one after the other right now. Thank you. Because of time. Ladies and gentlemen, let me also quickly recognize the presence of His Excellency, the former Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, Right Honorable Unveiling. Please a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's clear the aisle. Thank you. The cameraman, please clear the aisle. Thank you. The protocols, please do your job. Clear the aisle. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Clear the aisle. Thank you. All right. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, to vibrate this stage, let me quickly recognize the presence of our MCs from Warri. MC Akbolakola, I see you. MC P Delight, I see you. And of course, MC Julius Akiefa, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, all right. Please clear the aisle, please. Everybody. Please clear the arena, clear the arena. Please look for somewhere to sit down. Everybody get a seat and sit down. Grab a seat and sit down. Thank you. Grab a seat and sit down. Grab a seat and sit down. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the former chairman of Southern Nigeria Local Government Area of Bayelsa State, and of course, former vice chairman APC Bayelsa State, Chief Timipa Tiwe. Please a round of applause for him. You're welcome, sir. Please, it's the former chairman, not the vice chairman. Thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the Cavalry TV. You're welcome. Baramatu Voice International is here. You're welcome. Mr. Jacob Abai, CEO Baramatu Voice International. You're welcome, sir. Let me also quickly recognize the presence of Wernepere Noel Digifa. You're welcome. Please, the moment we have the Satel Sound perform, the Niger Delta University Department of Theatre Arts, please get ready. Thank you.
All right, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we're gradually getting close to reality. This event is holding at a level where, as Ijos from all walks of life who have gathered to celebrate a man whose energy in Ijo music has taken us from an obscure environment to global recognition. The man, J. King, is a man of the moment, and we have gathered to celebrate everything he represents. And as an ambassador of the Ijo nation, we are proud to have him here, and that is why we have come from far and near. We also have here Izon-Ebi Kamadomba, my brother Mike Eke, who will be saying one or two in his own language before we get down to the business. Mike Eke, how are you?
Thank you, I'm fine. Izon come found a comemi. Merima come said him where me get tea or go man be me. Tarauge, cock beginning got tea doman. The one and only J. King, Dr. Alfred Izon-Ebi. Abrapela copre. Put your hands together for him. Yes, Merima Otia Bemo Gemen, Nimuaka fa. Miene Syria, Ogeti, or what's about pre. Izokama o mane ogeti ware ko bobonai mese wane go mai mi kreba funba mako gewer mi beko tu funga ke wotbo gewer mi me fume ware do mo ware la se ke do so sin mene ani abi egberi koko blog mu afa bra me ko egberi gun otbo beke ka gun mene but mike kie e mene izoko ko ya bogun bo mene and I remember Mike Kie alias Izon-Ebi Kamadomba Zomba kemene radio ware la se Izomba la fiemenu we me komene Izon-Tado se Izon mi amafa Izon come kememi. Over to you, my brother.
Thank you very much, Mike Eke. Any day and every day you are the same. We like to quickly recognize in our midst CSP Aguade Samuel. Please make him welcome with a warm round of applause. Because we are ready to start in just a moment, we would like to kickstart this gathering with performances that will be coming from different angles of our society. Today is a day of making merry, and so entertainment will be coming from all aspects. First, to hit the stage, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, we will be welcoming the Satel Sound. But before they come on stage, a former Speaker, Bayelsa State House of Assembly, a former Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency, the Right Honorable Unveiling. I cite you, you're warmly welcome, sir. Please, let's give him a warm round of applause. These are true Ijo leaders that have come to celebrate our musical icon. Do we have the officers at different level are coming? CSP Aguade Samuel is also in the house. Please let's recognize all of them. And distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to specially recognize a man that is here in dual capacity, because he has stepped into the big shoes of the Assured Prosperity Governor. He is representing our dear governor, very distinguished Senator Doye Dries, represented here by no less a personality but the Secretary to Bayelsa State Government. Please put your hands together for Professor Nimbofa Ayawe. Can we make him welcome? Don't clap for Ayawe, but we're clapping for Governor yet. Please put your hands together. His Excellency is the one we are clapping for because he's representing him. You're warmly welcome, sir. Let me also recognize a great Bayelsa youth who has touched many lives at different levels, a politician and a man of the people. Please put your hands together for Honorable Michael Bless Olomo, MBO. We recognize you. We also have classmates of J. King in the house, the class of 1999,
CSS Sagbama, they are also here. We recognize you. Your Excellency, ably represented, the distinguished Senator, our Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of NDDC, the Chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Bayelsa State. Let me not forget my father, our father, High Chief Tunde Smooth, all other dignitaries that have come from all walks of life. We want to welcome you all with a subtle sound to thrill us in another level. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's make them welcome with a warm round of applause. Okay, we also have the Izon Music King in the house, King Parama Freetown. We welcome you. You're warmly welcome. Please, let's clear the stage first. Who they want mic?
Minna payment a bank potato. You may pass a cromo. And me have a massy, Mama say, ye can't go to a minute. Yeah, more cromo, we make berry. Yeah, more cromo, we make berry. So have a massy, man a bank potato. Hey, man, pass a cromo. Ah, here we make berry. You make promo, if you know how to make a bank potato. You make a promo, if you have a massy, Mama say, ye can't go to a minute. Yeah, you more promo, we make berry. Yeah, you more promo, we make berry. So have a massy, man a bank potato. Hey, man, best a promo. Ow, here we make berry. Right, Brahma. Emendo apo. Ye ba ka koro wi bra libu kai karo win me premier mini. Ro ka mo. Mim tan ta ba me my beda. Din ba ke ti me. Account why be zero ga buy. Eremi yo lao. Yo lobo yo lao. Erema lego sami. O wi baba ya sami. Do lobo yo lao. Okumo fa ke me gbere ti mo. Ebegi fa ke me bere timo. Abigal kon mo funu maswaya. Toro ban toro fini ya me ba men mo wo de swode. Lesson kon mo funu maswaya. Toro ban toro fini ya ba gede mo wo de swode. Yebo kon mo funu maswa korobra. Celebrant ma we me ba me transfer ka me men. Kumuta le me be burba. Why come on le mo sa so. Hey, you're not to my wheel to wine, man, a wheel to be your own man. Hey, more meal. Oh, you're my way, man.
I'll pay a beer shocking me like KG Roby, shocking Robbie. She not really asking me. Now, over Sabi make you send that money. Hair Brazilian, bag Italian. Hope I go chop this body. Leave Bayelsa, enter Ghana, so I feel touch her body. Now, she be the reason why I know if he concentrate. Stick her on a cruise just before I penetrate. Keep the love for ground first before we negotiate. She told me love is for the rich, or prep your heart to palpitate. Hey,
I'll take you. She say if you don't get money, make you no come near. How far? You still go see that babe, so. No be collect number. May you make Kuramo. If you know how to make a bank potato. You may best Kuramo. If you have a massy, Mama say, ye can't go to a minute. Yeah, you more Kuramo. We make berry. Yeah, you more Kuramo. We make berry. So if a massy man a bank potato. Hey, man, best Kuramo. Ow, here we make berry.
Me a tire. Waiting girls go to please men. Waiting woman go to please man. Now I ask you. Andrew, you tell me say. Now only me you dey date too. The same thing you tell Anita. Now only she you dey date. How many girls you dey date too? Sister. up and no fit. I'll buy pretty, abadogie. I tell him, yeah, you know. Tell me, what the woman go do to please the man? No, I need me out here, away, baby.
See you, Samesa. Baby, bon namania. Honorable Policy, Chief Sims. Choka me out. Bye, Grandma. Procamo.
When I be life, I buy a promo, so in the moon. When I be fear time, I buy a promo, not on Pogumo. You promise me this and that too. You promise to keep our love. You promise not to break my heart too. Hey, now so you tell me, say, a man mess back in me, oh. You buy a prayer, you go foul. You make me to believe you. Angoya Bomo, I see the wonder. Not even up to 3 months. Character change, oh, I call Popikio. Yena lemon rainbow sabo ye peride. I think every day and night, so love on us, so you be. Hey. Broke my heart and run away with my best friend. Hey, them boy, you're my way, baby.
Hey, you're my way, baby. Ow, you're my way, baby. Even better for me, you're my way, baby. Even better for me, you're my way, baby.
The way you see I'm not so I see I'm man and woman wahala na so you
way, baby. Ow, you're my way, baby. You're my way, baby.
I woman a paro I woman a paro
May you remember the Koremi, you're my way, baby. May you remember the Koremi, you're my way, baby. I fall in love, no be forgotten. You're my way, baby. Now you I love, no be your mother. You're my way, baby. Me and for my same, I say, I came and I'm not to America. Move for my man, I say, okay,
when you get one to me, don't see me every day. Infections, what me best today.
I chop it one, I chop it two. Tina now my gari, Ebi stew. Phone of a first run, Bana, Bazanga, we may. You don't call me, you're ever going.
I say, you know, go to again. Go to me, them, oh, you know, buy
I fall in love, no be forgotten. I pay your bills and still they thank you. Mary Montegers and Balabas and about it. Hey, man,
Solo, see, I carry up a fire. Angelina, Tebi, Rete, and Tate.
Carry person belly, put them for my head. If no be DNA, she for finish my bread.
Thank you very much.
Oh, we all to never let get in. Who no go, no, my sister.
Now you are married, no be capital. Say why you not Kadamu for the capital? Yeah, man, best yeah, man, best bien que tu me pegues para ils ont ma bien dit tu me pegues para
I would man a parole. I would man. Thank you very much.
Can we please give them a round of applause? Please give them a round of applause. Let us know we're here to celebrate, and as such, clapping will be part of the activities we are going to be engaging on every now and then. May I quickly recognize before the next art, in our midst as a former lawmaker, a former commissioner, a former chairman of the Bayelsa State Environmental Sanitation Authority, and now managing director, chief executive officer, Ayala Hotels Limited, Emily Oil and Gas, and more. It's a conglomerate. It's almost like the Dangote of our side. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Chief Honorable Robert Enoa Ayala. A round of applause, please, for him. I'd like to also quickly recognize Your Excellency, with your kind permission, a former chairman of Ogbea Local Government Council, Honorable Ebiyo Marvin Turner. Please let's make him welcome with a round of applause. And with us here is the family of King Robert Ebizimo. We especially recognize all members of that great family. When we talk of Ijaw music, the King Robert Ebizimo family represents the father who has been the numopere one until his time here on earth came to a close.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, let me also quickly recognize the chairman of Ijaw musicians. Ladies and gentlemen, Triple Chief Kennedy Duduku, you're welcome. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, there's one man here, whenever you see him, he normally wears the cap of His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Asiwaju of Niger Delta, Honorable Bekes Apere. Please a round of applause for him. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture,
we also have here with us a very respected High Chief, and his High Chief Promise Lauru, alias Izon-Ebi of Africa. Please let's give him a round of applause. And we also have my brother, my younger brother, a former commissioner in Bayelsa State, Honorable, who they block him face now, photographer, clear road, make I see my face. Why they laugh now? Honorable Barakamo, Otobo, please a round of applause. He's now a chief. Oh, and I'd like to also recognize Evangelist Parkins Ogede, also in the house. Please let's celebrate all of them.
Izon-Ebi, quickly, Miame Kimowe, Prince Honorable Lucky Yoboa. Honorable Miame me, Omane, Opolo government house come to obey me. Izon-Ebi, a brother like Prince Honorable Lucky Yoboa. Omane government house come to obey me. Izon-Ebi, a brother like go pray.
Ladies and gentlemen, we like to plead with those who are still very busy, probably standing and doing nothing apart from protocols and photographers. The rest, can we please look for where to sit down so that this aisle will be free, because the traffic is becoming a problem. Please, let's clear the aisle. Those are the entrance. Kindly look for where to sit down so that this place will be free for us to go. Thank you.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we also have here the regional manager of Globus Bank, Bayelsa State, Sir Padeware Alred. Please a round of applause. You're welcome. You're welcome.
We also like to recognize the man that is popularly known as Wabu, Honorable Kingsley Tamarameye. We recognize you. You're warmly welcome. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we also have here with us a man also of so many sides, a very high chief, Lucky Yoboa. Please let's give him a round of applause. He is the Director of Special Duties and Transport Government House. Please let's give him a round of applause. You're warmly welcome.
And of course, let me also recognize the presence of Honorable Tamara Kro Abalaru. Please a round of applause for him. And now, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the Niger Delta University, the department that J. King graduated from, the Department of Theater Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, They have a special presentation for us. Thank you very much.
Yeti.
In the natural town of Torundoro, a woman called Kende, one of the wives of Alfred Bayelsa, delivered a lovely baby boy whom he named Unveiling Alfred.
Alfred meye roromo, Aguyi meye roromo, bengba gbororo. Roromo, Aguyi meye roromo, bengba gbororo. Wo meye roromo, Aguyi meye roromo, bengba gbororo. Meye roromo, Alfred meye roromo, bengba gbororo. Wo meye roromo, Aguyi meye roromo, bengba gbororo. Alfred meye roromo, bengba gbororo. Wo meye roromo, Alfred meye roromo, bengba gbororo. Roromo, Alfred meye roromo, bengba gbororo.
Alfred Bayelsa, a disciplinarian, brought up his children well, preventing them from engaging in antisocial activities. However, Bayelsa's children love sports like football, table tennis, swimming, but Aguiyi was not interested in all this. He will rather remain in a corner like a philosopher, which made his father to often wonder.
This my son. I know that this boy will be a great boy. But Metubome, Odugbese eyintimi debame brame. It's adum go numwai, but I know. Okay, empowerment brame numwari.
Alfred Bayelsa, who was popularly called Doctor because of his ownership of a pharmaceutical firm, could not tell what will become of his son, who is not like other of his children. Then he began to notice a strange thing.
Okoyayo, tukere okoyayo, dadagbamo koyaye. Okoyayo, tukere okoyayo, dadagbamo koyaye. Numoruo, sisawo mabo, sabo brelate oya. Abodumoruo, owo mabo.
Okay. No mutu wika padomini. Kalaya, So is going to be a great musician.
The father was excited to see where destiny is actually taking his son. So, like Jacob of the Bible, who took special interest in Joseph, he began to guide him in his musical career, since he himself was a musician. If really you are going around saying he wants to become a prominent Izon musician, then he should understudy the lives of King Robert Ebizimo, Perema Freetown, Abraham Young, and Barrister Smoot. And so, the musical journey started with the Mosquito Band of Toru Undoro. Where's your guitar? Go on.
Ting ting ting. Bening bening, ding ding ding, no no no, kring kring. If na me be God, oh, I for send fire down. If na me be God, oh, I for send thunder down. Tribal war, when they take and they make money. Crisis, don't turn to business. It no good, oh, it no good, oh, it no good, oh. If na me be God, oh, I for send fire down. I love my wife, not be for mouth. I don't see my soulmate, not be for mouth. If you really love your wife, take care of her. Provide for her, and you must protect her. Until that night, go do what's the part, oh. And my family, me, oh, say, my me, oh, yo. I come to say, mo, bara, imon, mo, me, I come, me, make say, mo, bara, imon, mo, oh, ya, da, ba, ya, fa, and da, ba, I could, I, bara. I come to say, mo, bara, imon, mo, brother. Ogunbosi bola mude, Ogunbosi bola mude, Bekpese o, Bekpese o, Ogunbosi bola mude, Ogunbosi bola, ay kumpe bola mude yo, ay kumpe bola.
Please, that's the far we can go on this presentation. Let's give them a round of applause. Please celebrate them. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, would like everyone to please settle at their various designated seats. Please move to your seats. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, will be taking first the national anthem, the first stanza, and then the Bayelsa state anthem. Shall we please rise? the Bayelsa State Anthem. Thank you very much. You may please be seated. His music resonates with the young and the old. Sonorous voice holding the audience captive. His is a calling that spans decades, as even the very fiber of his being seems soaked in the melodies, rhymes, and rhythms that energizes or suits depending on the occasion and talent. A son of the creeks, he has indeed told his stories even to the future and made his mark in the Nigerian music industry right from Ndoro community through passion, resilience, and sheer commitment. With consistency, he has continued to raise the bar in the Ijo entertainment industry. He is Izon-Ebi Alfred J. King, and this, Your Excellencies, Your Royal Majesties, Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, is the Tripartite.
Thank you. Let's clear this aisle. Can I go? Clear the aisle. Please, ladies and gentlemen, we'll plead with you to kindly clear the aisle. Please clear this aisle so we have a free flow of movement. But those who are standing doing nothing, please look for where to sit down and let's start.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the Tripartite. We appreciate your presence here. My name is Taribio Walson Oweifa Awari. I'm your master of ceremony, and I have standing here with me.
My name is Izon-Ebi Bolega. You can call me the permanent secretary on microphone matters.
Before we proceed, permit me to recognize His Royal Majesty King Bubraye Dakolo Agada IV, the Ebedawe of Ekpetiama clan and chairman of the Bayelsa State Traditional Rulers Council, and his beautiful queen, Her Majesty Timnepre Dakolo. You're welcome. Also seated here is a former member of the House of Representatives. He represented Yenagoa, Kolokmo Pokuma Federal Constituency, the very professor himself, Steve Sinekem Azaiki, is a former secretary to state government. You're welcome. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. And as everyone is seated, we took enough time recognizing distinguished personalities seated here. And today, we're all here to honor a man who has washed his hands clean. And so he is dining with kings. Please, if you have no business on the aisle, move. Security team, do your job. Move those who have no business being on the aisle. It's not a thoroughfare. Once again, I would like to recognize the Honorable Minister for Petroleum Resources Oil, Minister of State for Petroleum Resources Oil, the distinguished Senator Heineken Lokobri. May I also recognize here seated the Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, the Right Honorable Abraham Ngobere. I would like to at this point, Your Excellencies, recognize Ijo sons and daughters from far and wide, from the eastern zone, from the central zone, and from the western zone, all here to celebrate an iconic figure in Ijo land. Without further ado, we would like to invite to formally welcome us the chairman of the organizing committee, a man who, when given a task, performs it creditably. And today he has shown again why he is time after time being called to handle sensitive occasions and tasks. Please put your hands together for High Chief Osomkeme Blankson. A round of applause, please.
Ice. Committee members, please. The Secretary to the State Governor, His Excellency, the Governor of Bayelsa State, here represented by the Secretary to the State Governor, Honorable Nimbofa Ayawe, the Honorable Minister for State Petroleum Oil, our leader, Father, Senator Henneken Lekobri, the Managing Director, Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, High Chief Samuel Ogboku, a chairman of today's occasion, the MD of Tantita Security, High Chief Kirsten Ponde, the speaking speaker, the Speaker of Bayelsa State House of Assembly, High Chief Honorable Longobere Abraham, the father of today's occasion, the royal father of today's occasion, and his beloved wife, our mothers of today's occasion, the former member of our state, and Kulukmo Pukma House of Representatives, Steve Azaki, our chief launcher, and we have two chief launchers. One is represented by the former Speaker of the State of Assembly, Honorable Tony Isena, representing Pri Berezi, the Bolaway of his own kingdom, the honorable members that are here, the president of IYC, all other leaders that are here, ladies and gentlemen, may I at this point stand on the already established protocol. Today is a very significant day. Today is a day where history is being made. You know, musicians are likened to teachers that they said their rewards that are in heaven. We invite them to come and entertain us. They do so selflessly. And so today is very significant, because today is a day that has been set aside to celebrate one of us that is making us very proud. It's making the Izon nation very proud. Alfred J. King, a mentor of the late King Robert Ibisimo, I believe wherever he is today, he will be very proud of a son that took over from him and is doing marvelously well. And so our gathering here
is to celebrate a young man that has taken music to a different level and have brought or taken his own nation across the globe. Our duty here is to thank you. Thank all of you that blocked today to join us in celebrating this very wonderful man and his own nation. In the program booklet, towards the back page, there's something that is very important there that has been taught out by this young man that is key to us and should be key to all of you as well. That is the event that is putting on to harness talents, those that will take over from him as his own musicians. I think all our traditional musicians or the musicians from this extraction, nobody has thought of this before, that there's need for us to have a center where musicians can be trained and talent can be harnessed for the next generation to take over from those that are already there now. I think that is key and that is important, and therefore it's a project that we all need to key in and support and see that it comes to limelight. I think that's one of the major key activities in this program. Today happens to be his birthday, and we decided to put these programs together. And also there are some professors here, led by Professor Barclays Ayakroma and some other professors, that are here because of the works that this young man has done. They decided to put his histories together, and they wrote some books that will be unveiled here today as well. I want to thank all of you and the celebrant and his wife, the family as well. This event, this program that we talked about is going to cost us 900 million naira only. It's very small for the Zone Nation. And I know that as we have gathered here, we are going to make the Zone Nation very proud. I don't want to bore you with so many stories any longer. The time has been fast spent. We need to kick the ball rolling. I want to thank you once again and ask that you relax, feel free, enjoy the day as we are here to celebrate and make history as well. Thank you once more again, and God bless you all.
Joromio, Joromi, Ubala Kobe, Joromi, Joromi.
Please, a better round of applause for the chairman and members of the organizing committee. Thank you so much. We still have distinguished personalities seated here. Permit me to recognize Dr. Chief Joshua McIver. You're welcome, sir. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you. We also have seated here Honorable Alapalu Ebiteme. Representing Brutu Constituency 2 is Honorable Perez Oloye from the Delta State House of Assembly. From Brutu Constituency 1 in the Delta State House of Assembly, Alapala Ebitomo. Please, a round of applause for him. I'd also like to recognize from the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, the member representing Yenagoa Constituency 1, Chief Ibanengefa Egba. We also have the member representing Nekaremo Constituency 2, Honorable Living Meeting. You're welcome. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
George Price, yeah.
We have Winnie Pre-Palmer, Colga Constituency 1, George Brand, Nimbe Constituency 1. You're all welcome. From Southern Ijaw Constituency 4, we have Ben Silikaye. You're welcome, sir. May I also recognize the Youth Ambassador and just recently appointed Africa Special Envoy on Youths in the United World Congress of Diplomats. Is a Commonwealth Youth Ambassador, Ambassador Prince Iwefa Aganaba. You're welcome. We also have here from the Bayelsa State House of Assembly Constituency 1, Honorable Richard Ibegu, the Goodest. May I, at this point, Your Excellencies, appeal to everyone on the aisle to please move. Everyone on the aisle, please move. As we move to the next item on our list, may I recognize the Honorable Commissioner for Urban Renewal, Delta State, Engineer Michael Anoka. You're welcome, Honorable Sir. Your Royal Majesties, Highnesses, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we move to the next item on the list, and it gives me great pleasure to invite a man who has made great impact from the rising sun of the great shores of Opolo to the great turbulent waters of Kurutie in the ancient kingdom of Baramatu, and the household of Chifu Pa Pondi, Osiki Nagba, the Osiki Nagba, the managing director of Tantita Security Services, one whose humanity and passionate reach stretches beyond the territorial borders of our nation. First in the line and first of his name, Chief Kestin Ebimobowe Pondi, the Benanaway of Great Baramatu Kingdom. He is a man who is known to touch lives, is a man who is known to uplift, and is the chairman of this occasion. Please, a round of applause for the chairman, Opolo. Name people who are here, Ipapa. May I at this point invite him to come to the microphone as he formally takes the chairman's opening remarks. Once again, if you have no business on the aisle, please move.
Tuba de Bayelsa, Owo Kosa Korose, Omo Pupa, Jowo, Verrewo.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I would have moved straight to the existing protocol, but I have some of my respected fathers and leaders here. Let me start by recognizing the representative of the governor of Bayelsa State, Honorable Ayawe, Professor Ayawe, my Oga, the Minister for Petroleum, Senator Enikin Lopobiri, my friend and brother, the MD NDDC, Sami Ogboku, the Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, here present, my leader, my brother, my father, and my friend, the Bolowe of Niger Delta, Chief Tunde Smoot. Thank you very much, sir, for coming. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. Today, we are here to celebrate a very wonderful young man, a brilliant ambassador of his own nation, a wonderful musician,
one who have made his mark. Today, we celebrate him. We celebrate his idea. And we celebrate his vision and dream. Today, the reason why we are here is Izon-Ebi Alfred, DJ King. Today is his birthday. I think that he will deserve a standing birthday ovation. Can we please stand up and sing that birthday song for him? I don't know how to sing it. Where is the master of ceremony? Can you please help me to do that?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. May we please seated? Okay. Today, being Izon-Ebi's birthday, we have 3 programs lined up. Today is his birthday. Today, a book written about him will be launched. Today, his idea, his vision of promoting and sustaining Ijaw music will also be launched. His dream is to build a very, very big, we call it multinational, ultra-model music studio. They call it Izon-Ebi. That Izon-Ebi, according to his dream, will be a place where young talents will be groomed to follow in his footsteps and the footsteps of others before him. Why is he doing this? Why should we key into this? Why should we all support him? It's because Izon-Ebi was also a small boy. He was taken from his parents by our late icon, King Dr. Robert Ebizimo, and brought up to the kind of man that we see today and celebrate. He also wants to do that to other younger generations, and I think that it's a very laudable dream, a laudable idea, and that we should support him. I'm standing here as the chairman of this occasion today because I believe in his dream, and I want every one of us who respect him, who value him, and who decide to come here today to honor him, to key into this vision. Let's help him to make this his dream a reality. As the chairman of this occasion, that is my plea to every one of us that is here. You don't need to have ₦1 million to key into this dream. If you have 10 naira, you can also key into this dream. If you have 50 naira, you can key into this dream. If you have 1,000 naira, you can key into this dream. And if you have 10 billion naira, you can also still key into this dream. That way, we might not be doing this for just Izon-Ebi, but we'll be doing it for ourselves, and we'll be doing it for the whole of Ijaw nation. On this note, I want to say that this occasion has been declared open. We have food, we have drink. Please enjoy yourself. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Please, a better round of applause for the chairman of this occasion, High Chief Kenston Pondi. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're moving now to a brief musical presentation as the celebrant will be walking into the hall. Please, the musical interlude, let's have it now. And as we do, we're waiting for Ekampo and Newara Dideke to please step forward as he will be taking the citation of our celebrant.
We want the Ijo musicians to please come as they'll be performing a special piece honoring Alfred. Please, the Ijo musicians.
Ezoma numotu monotubo se abombi omolai motubo King Perama Freetown Barrister Smooth, the Paddle of Niger Delta, Abraham Young, Allen Alabo, Cypher 1 of Niger Delta. Ase Abana Kwankabo Memio when Bodeslia, Abana Dor Mibo, Kenny Dolomiake, Ezondia. The Paddle of Niger Delta, Kennedy Duduku, a man who moved to the Motubo, sir. Abana call Mayo and Mbodeslia. I said, believe Ferrebon. I said, Combio and Mbo, Bodeslia, Kiale, and Edormium, Miak, Ezondia, Ezontubo, a Karagadune, Ezoma Yilmane.
Perekeme Fidelis Perekeme, you're welcome. A young entrepreneur, we recognize you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have an all-stars performance here this afternoon. The stars that make up the Izon music industry, they have been performing for you, entertaining you, bringing you joy in your various occasions, and of course, identifying with you in your moments of sadness also. We have the Paddle of the Niger Delta just stepping beside me. They are all going to be performing here. This is an all-star Ijo performance, Ijo entertainment. And as they start, our celebrant will be dancing in, please.
Me boot to free me yo, I don't want to manage a mess. I want yo, I don't want to be. I put this on me, I'm let me know, but
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a star-studded event. You're just listening to the paddle of the Niger Delta. You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much. Well, please, a round of applause for all those who have made the entertainment industry in Izon Nation continue to thrive. Please put your hands together for them. As I take the photographs, can I have a campo, please? As I take the citation. Please come up stage.
If you read this, 20 minutes is
give me 5 minutes. I will not take this.
Start.
Go time you, but please invite him to stand and face the crowd before you read this. Invite somebody to come and stand there.
Invite who?
Izon-Ebi now, where you want to read this?
Just J. King. My name is Ekampo Enwadideka. This is a citation on Izon-Ebi titled "The Globalized Izon-Ebi Alfred, Who Globalizes Ijaw Culture." Thoughts journeying poetically today like J.P. Clark and the Casualties. I must say that the Ijaw High Life musicians are not only those who are dead. The Ijaw High Life musicians also include those who are still alive. The Ijaw High Life musicians are not only those who use ultra-modern musical instruments. Neither are they only those who use percussion instruments such as opposite drums and cryo sticks that depend on the skillfulness of percussionists. The Ijaw High Life musicians are many. The iconic Izon-Ebi Alfred is one of the Ijaw High Life musicians. As an Ijaw High Life artist, he is clearly located by his undistracted philosophical dedication to his music career and consequently enjoys visibility and radiance in the Ijaw music industry. However, the number of Ijaw High Life musicians. To borrow a metaphorically cast philosophical statement from barrister Soldier Smooth in his song Born Singer, the stars are very many in the sky, but it strikes a difference when the moon appears in all her splendor and radiance. Gathered here today is a surging crowd, responsive to the cultural, philosophical, social, educational, traditional, religious, and mystical rhythms and echoes of J. King Dr. Izon-Ebi Alfred's song and stunning stage performances. The musically gifted Alfred, differently addressed as Music King by music lovers and critics, as an offshoot of critical analysis of his music. For the surging crowd today, gathered here and beyond, it is a strongly held position that Dr. Izon-Ebi Alfred is the digitally rooted, exceptional Ijaw highlife musician whose meteoric rise to music stardom is enabled by thematically rich compositional excellence and indefinable stunning stage performances. Magical stage performances reinforced by his theatrical experience and exposure traceable to his immersion in the waters of theater arts at the Niger Delta University, Amasoma, Bayelsa State. Through compositional dexterity mapped in his numerous songs and captivating stage performances, Alfred has deployed music to project and promote the Ijaw culture beyond the shores of Nigeria. In Izon-Ebi Alfred's songs, one can clearly behold a positively and historically charged, stirred image of Indoro and Torobene communities, alongside their tourist potentials, which are echoes of an aspect of Alfred's music career devoted to the promotion of the communities from which he emerged biologically and historically. Undeniably, Indoro in both Delta and Bayelsa states and Torobene in Delta and Bayelsa states are the biological claimants of Izon-Ebi Alfred, as his umbilical cord was interred there, though Onyangben, the British local governor of Delta State, also has an indisputable historical claim over the magically talented musician with an endless stream of songs. As historically chronicled, a product of a marital union between Alfred Bayena and Kinde Tor, Izon-Ebi Alfred is paternally from Indoro, and Izon-Ebi Alfred is paternally from Indoro and maternally from Torobene and Bayelsa and Delta State. Historical chronicles reveal that Izon-Ebi Alfred was first spotted as a musician inside a mosquito net in a raffia palm tree tapping forest in Indoro town by his father, Alfred Bayena, who caught him singing Best Man Topore's song, Ofura. Then, I think it will take us about 10 minutes, but from what they are saying, I think I'm going to the last two paragraphs, because according to time, it should be faster than it was programmed. So I will not finish the whole thing. I said, don't rush me. So the last three paragraphs. Nobody argues that Izon-Ebi is compositionally a grandmaster, giant, guru, legend in music and on stage performances. Perhaps it is these qualities late King Dr. Robert Ibizimo saw and crowned Izon-Ebi king, a king in Ijaw music after him, an intellectual extension of which was done by King Robert Ibizimo's fans club of Sagbama that decorated Alfred Izon-Ebi, a doctor of philosophy in Ijaw music. And finally, above all these ennoblements, Alfred is a genius of gratitude. As a genius of gratitude, Alfred appreciates anything somebody does for him, however small, particularly what King Robert Ibizimo did for him musically and educationally while alive. In gratitude to King Robert Ibizimo for his good deeds to Alfred, music lovers can hardly identify a song of Alfred Izon-Ebi that does not mention Ibizimo either in appreciatory or immortal tone. As a genius of gratitude, Izon-Ebi Alfred alone declared that he would musically appreciate King Ibizimo until his last breath deserted him at the ripe age. Alfred's debut song entitled Perekerede carries roots of gratitude, reflective of appreciation of King Robert Ebizimo's role of musical adoption of him, and mentorship of him when he journeyed into the music family of King Robert Ebizimo, the last paragraph here. We must finally feel obliged to note as a final note that for an Indoro-born young man to globalize the Ijaw culture through music, for an iconic high-life musician who has also taken it upon himself the task to mentor budding Ijaw musicians as a component of his ideological drive to globalize the Ijaw culture through music and dazzling stage performances, Izon-Ebi Alfred deserves all the ennobling celebrations in the world, even beyond the celebration of his music career, book, ultra-modern music studio, and event center. On his ideologically and philosophically situated music career that has today earned him celebratory ennoblement from Ijaw people and beyond. Congratulations to J. King, Dr. Izon-Ebi Alfred. Thank you very much. That is the end of it.
Thank you very much. The citation is being distributed so you can continue to read and get more information. We're now moving to the review of the book. For 3 minutes, we need Professor Femi Shaka. Professor Femi Shaka, please, for 3 minutes, to just say a summary of the book so we can formally unveil the book and unveil the Ijote-Eware. Professor Femi Shaka, please. Thank you, sir. Just a summary. Thank you, sir.
Let me stand on the already established protocol by the MCs. The title of the book, which I've been called upon to review, is Life and Melodies, the Music Realm of Izon-Ebi Alfred, edited by Professor Ben Binebai on my left, and Professor Sunday Abraye on my right. The book is a musical anthology on a musical child prodigy, very much in the mold of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. He is our musical Mozart of the Niger Delta. It is written by 10 authors. You can see some of them lined up here with a lady among them. And it has an elaborate introduction by Ben Binebai and a foreword written by Professor Barclays Fubiri Ayakuroma. This is a well-researched book, the first book on a musical superstar in the Niger Delta. A musical, I think you will need to clap for that, the musical superstar in the Niger Delta, J. King Alfred Izon-Ebi. As you can see, this is a weighty material. I don't intend to read it. Now, this book may look, when you see it, small, but it is made up of 142 pages of gold. The contributors have presented their research of the subject matter in elegant, simple but logical research and presentations. I was pleasantly surprised by the depth of research carried out by the contributors. This is why the work will be a reference material for many years to come. not only on the subject matter of the musical superstar Izon-Ebi Alfred, but equally on the pioneers of Ijaw high life music. In my discussion with one of the editors of the book, I have mentioned the fact that a book of this magnitude on a musical star should contain a lot of pictorial illustrations of the musical star J. King Izon-Ebi Alfred in performance with his band. If you go through a similar work which has been done on Fela and Anikulapo Kuti, you will appreciate what I am saying. I therefore recommend that when the second edition of this book is being published, there should be a splash of pictorial illustrations. There should also be a chapter by a musicologist on the musical notations of the compositions of King Izon-Ebi Alfred. Musical notations deal with the science of musical documentation. Once this is done and published, you will be surprised to see European and Asian high school children playing King Izon-Ebi Alfred's music all over Europe and Asia. Let me round up this big book review by thanking the editors of the anthology, Ben Binebai and Sunday Abraye, for choosing me to be the reviewer of the book. Finally, I wish to thank the man who insisted that I should handle this work. He's not here. He is a professor of international human rights law and public law, Professor Solomon Ebora. Ebobra, who told me that I should come and do it, handle it. And so my final word is, I wish to recommend the anthology for the reading list of all departments of music in Nigeria, departments of theater arts, English and literary studies, film and multimedia, journalism and media, broadcasting, including the private libraries of Nigerian elites and the general reading public. Now, as you say it in Nollywood, to God be the glory. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Femi Shaka. Thank you. A round of applause for him. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, having taken a brief summary of the book, it's time for the unveiling. I would like to invite the chairman of the occasion to please step forward, High Chief Kestin Pondi, the Honorable Minister for State, Petroleum Resources, distinguished Senator Heineken Lokbobri, the representative of the governor, the Managing Director of NDDC, please. Please, the Right Honorable Tonya Emmanuel Esena, who is the chief launcher, he is representing the chief launcher for the book. Please, we need you here. He's representing Priye Berezi. We also want High Chief Tunde Smooth, sir. Please, we need you up here. Thank you, sir. The celebrant, we want you here. Professor Steve Seneke Mazaiki, the Royal Father of the Day, we want you here. The honorable members from Delta State, from the Delta State House of Assembly, both of them, please, we want you here. The Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, Speaker, sir, we need you here. What we're going to do here is double, knowing full well that you all have busy schedules. So we're bringing even the unveiling of the Izon-Ebi here. So we're doing both. While you unveil the book here, they'll bring the prototype of the Izon-Ebi. So your pronouncements must be twice. Thank you, sirs. Please we have the prototype? I've called him. Where's the prototype? All right. To moderate this process and lead the process of the launching, the representative of Engineer Priye Berezi. Sirs, not in the microphone. I love you all so much. You're very. Please, the president of IYC, Jonathan Lokbobri, Senior, please. All right, so the process, let's do it now.
It's all right. Thank you very much. His Excellency, our dear Governor, ably represented by my dear brother, a senior colleague and friend, Professor Nimbo Fayowe, the chairman of this occasion. Please, for want of time, permit me to subscribe to the protocol established by the MC. My name is Izon-Ebi, but I'm not here in my capacity. My brother and friend, Engineer Priye Berezi, asked me to represent him. Is here as the chief launcher of the book. But he has told me that after he has mentioned the amount, I have mentioned the amount for the book that he's going to launch, that Izon-Ebi is his friend and brother, and is somebody he loves so much. For the Izon-Ebi, he's going to be with Izon-Ebi, support him till the house is completed. I should assure him of that. Izon-Ebi said I should assure him of that. For the book, he has asked me to unveil and launch 5 copies with a sum of 20 million naira. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I still stand on my earlier position that nobody is too small to contribute to this project, and nobody is too big to contribute to this project. If you have been watching, I was talking with the MD, NDDC, and the Minister for Petroleum, and the representative of the Governor of Bayelsa State. We've been talking. They've given me a responsibility to stand for them and ensure that I go around them and contribute every penny that it will take to make this dream a reality from them. We all know that inflation is there. We are facing a lot of it today as a country. And so, building this 900 million naira might sound very, very big. For all of us here, you know that if you are going to build a very fine 6-bedroom duplex in Abuja, Lagos, in fact, buying the land alone is going to be more than 900 million. It's going to be above $1 billion. And so, let's not look at the money. Let's also not look at MD, NDDC, the Minister for Petroleum, Bayelsa State Government, and all of us standing here. Let everybody contribute just like my friend has done, bringing in 20 million. So the contribution, the donation to ensuring that this dream come true should continue. And whatever we are doing on our own part also covers the project and the book. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, so we're unveiling the book. Can we please put our hands on the table so we move the cloth at the same time? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Please pick a copy of the book. Everyone pick a copy of the book and make the front page outward so the cameraman can capture it. Thank you. The front page outward. As you can see, they have all promised. Please will like. Thank you, baby. Would like everyone to please key in. This is the book. We'll be having the prototype on the screen. Can we have the prototype of the Izon-Ebi on the screen also? On the screen we have the book. Can we now have the Izon-Ebi on the screen?
Hey, check.
So please, a round of applause for them as they go back to the seats.
Functionaries here. Let me specially recognize the chairman Bayelsa Council of Traditional Rulers and the celebrant. Let me say congratulations to you and your family. You've done very well. I'm actually here to honor you and to pay my respect to you for the fact that you've done very well for us as a John Nation. I only want to say that with what you have done, you're very, very popular amongst the Ijaw people, but we can actually do this beyond the Ijaw Nation. I want to advise you for the fact that you're very, very popular amongst the Ijaw people. Even in the private, I've told you, I said, let us look at Owigri and Afrobeat fusion, because today Afrobeat is selling across the world. Afrobeat today is the biggest export of Nigerian music. And for us to also sell you and your Owigri, we must also climb on the back of the Afrobeat to go round the world. If even it means collabing with any biggest Afrobeat musician, I am here to support you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for him. The account number is already on the screen. And the name is Because of Love Crew. The bank...
Man, again, it is his birthday. And then, man, again, it is his birthday. And then, to also launch an iconic building aimed at training, grooming young people in music, particularly Ijaw music. I cannot congratulate Izon-Ebi enough. I want to wish him the very best, in his musical career and his dreams. And I want to state here today that Izon-Ebi has done the unusual. Today is the most visible Ijaw man that is pushing the jaw culture everywhere because he has keyed into technology, he has used his education and his music, and you can see him in Japan, in America, in England, everywhere. All other musicians are doing well as well, but I can tell you that today Izon-Ebi Alfred is clearly the cultural ambassador of the Jaw Nation, and he is the most visible face of the Jaw Nation, and he has to continue in that visibility with what he's doing. More so, the patronage he is enjoying today clearly underscores his value in the Jaw Nation. He has pulled everyone from every corner, politicians from all parties, music lovers everywhere. Congratulations, Izon-Ebi Alfred, and your lovely family. Egberifa.
Okay, we have just heard from our king. We will now enjoy a moment with Chief Dr. Alfred Izon-Ebi, alias J. King. He is to appreciate all those who are here to celebrate his birthday, the unveiling of the book, and of course, this music. I don't want to call it musical village, now town, where things will happen for good. He has already started grooming people. The only thing that is needed is the right environment. And so may I welcome to the podium, believing that the band is steady, let's welcome Chief Dr. Alfred Izon-Ebi, alias J. King. Are we celebrating him with a clap offering? Put those hands together. People will say, Balboso. Opolo, the J. King himself.
Mocked me. Father, feel more. Oh! Aba. Ebi mi ama ebi abalaye. Baba ho. Abo. Loco brio. Eni kini na mada mama. Abo ayi batala now. Eke. Ice. Mocked me. If fungo get what me go na pale, fungo bracket what me. I never dollar your film boy. Say more. Oh. Ebi mi ama ebi abala e brama. Ayo kio. Ausa kama. Ayaga na bada mama. Ayi batara la. Say more. Yeke lefu. Oh. Whatever I. Oh. I never get me. Yeah, me ayi babara to apre. Oh, sinayo. Me fuaba o kwini go baby o. Oh, yeah, me ayi babara to apre. How better see you? What I mean? Priya, yeah, me. Priya balasi me iba ratu apre. Oh, I see you, my brother. May the Almighty God open the way for you. Amen. Oh, kasi bandi me
Osikina baye me maiba, brother pray. Awesome. I say I go follow you go. Ebi me ma ebi abalai. Yeke. Awesome come out. Agara mama mama. Ayi bagara lao. Oh. Agobo yare mo fare ikula. Ayi ba be my brother. May the Almighty God open the way for you, my brother. Abalama dansa banana. Dog me, Benny Bollock me, Rape Kare. Oh! Ogidi. They got back to baby. Abalama dansa banana, yes, Benny Bollock me, Tatu Camille, and pass it dog me. Off camera, I them talk. Mama, yeah, me, mama, yeah, me, mama, yeah, me, yeah, me, Tala. They go to work at me. That's why I say, yeah, me, yeah, me, yeah, me, Carwari. See the book. Carwari. Out to be. Carwari. Baba. We give him a good idea. Carwari baby. Look what we see more. Drama boy. To me. We give him a good idea, and he give you. Can't see you. Osikina Pao, my brother. Every me have a dollar. Are my brother free? Oh, Philo! I don't know. Nobody ever. Yeah, nobody ever. Are my brother free? Sammy ever. Yeah, oh, Bugu ever. Are my brother free? The people's MD. Ayi ba brother free. Kemesa ngobo yari, member ni pawani. Pawani. Ewa. Abala matesa banabo. Owa be kare aye. Dog me, ina pase dog me. Owa fina yo. Are you copy? Give him a kill it, baby, finish. I don't feel mama, baby, me, I'm my baby. Kidi. Oh yeah, kidi. Oloti, kidi. Abi. Vienna Wyman, Yabi. Oh, Filayo! Salima! Salama, mala maga yama na kama society sada salama na nana mo kwenda kwa sabi. Oh. Ofe dayo. Nago. Salama kama la maga yama na kama society sada salama na nana mama kwa sabi. What? Salanga ke bala maga yama na kama society sada salama na nama so mari banomo. Ah. Bawala obo. Abo. Bigivi obo. Musikina bao. Bawala obo. VGM in the building. Bawala obo. Selma. Egebe obo. Nabo. Nagbari obo. FG. Somebody got Osiki obo. Gansini obo. Osiki obo. Somebody got Abaradamo. 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 Somebody got Ekiobo, Bigiviobo, Urataobo, Akurobo, Urataobo, somebody got Anamana, or what? Somebody got and we be somebody got somebody got somebody got the probably any kidney the probably any kidney somebody got I even pay my brain. Somebody got Ade, somebody got somebody got my brother, how you go? I even pay my free. Somebody got my brother. I my brother. Somebody got money now water. Somebody got my brother. Somebody got I hear you. Very sad. Too much about what
Ewa kokura mi o. VDM dedi somebody got me. Agwabo yani. The rattle mama. Somebody got me. Barobo. Ekiobo. Mikifiobo. Sakamobo. Namboliyobo. Abana damayo. Mama damayo. Anama koni damayo. Mama damayo. Anama koni damayo. The battle, Olotu, money na water for where you do. Ayiba be me pere. Sami Odo, Olotu. Sami Odo, my brother. Somebody got somebody got are you there? Selma. Yama yama. Nana we be Nago. Ewa. Smooth. Ayiba pada mabele. Marisa. Somebody got. Barakana. Igwege mani. Somebody got. Better loud. Better loud. Simutu odo Marisa. Simutu odo Marisa. What? Ayo sobe. Ayo sobe. Aide. Ayo sobe. Ayo sobe. Ayo sobe. Yami na oise, baby fini, yeah, bravo, oh, body sounds smooth. Ayiba be my friend. Sing, yami na oise. Ayodele, Kemi, my brother. Isalubu ane. Ogidi. Allah agbe wadoma. Ogidi yara la agbe wadoma. Kasi na wado. Ebi wado. All right, thank you.
We will play for you later.
All right.
Please, a round of applause for our celebrants. Thank you. Don't worry, you have enough time to dance. Go and sit.
Back to your seat. Get settled down. Make una clear the road.
Please clear the way, clear the way. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, move back to your seats, please.
Make una go back to our seats. Make una go back to our seats.
Please go back to your seats. As I invite, please everyone leave this stage. Please leave this stage. Everyone leave the stage.
Leave the stage, clear the aisle.
aisle, please. Thank
Those
you.
in charge, please help us. Whether they no say na aisle self.
This middle, the middle here.
The middle, Mona, clear the middle.
Mona, go sit down. Mona, come up for the middle.
People wey stand for middle, wey no get wetin dem dey do, sit down.
If you no get seats,
make it clear. Make we know say
we'll
we get people.
seat for you. Thank you. I would like to invite to make his remarks the Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Oil, Distinguished Senator Heineken Lukbobri. Please put your hands together for him as he comes to make a brief remark.
If you want to clap, we want to clap. Today we are celebrating everything good in Ijaw land.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me, first of all, recognize the Governor of Bayelsa State, represented by the Secretary of the Government of the state. Let me, first of all, recognize the Governor of Bayelsa, represented by the Secretary of the Government of Bayelsa State. Let me also recognize the MD of NDDC. Let me recognize the chairman of this occasion. Let me recognize the chairman of the Traditional Rulers Council in Bayelsa. Let me recognize all of you who are here today. There's a reason why I am speaking last. And the reason is simply because Izon-Ebi is from a Kirimo local government area. Izon-Ebi is like my son. Izon-Ebi is a member of my family. And I have a unique responsibility to thank all of you who have found time to be here, and to thank all the Ijaw people from Cross River to Akwa Ibom to Rivers to Bayelsa to Delta to Edo to Ondo to Ogun Waterside up to Lagos, for following us. Today is a very special day, not just for Izon-Ebi, but for all of us who are Ijaw people. We're here to celebrate success. We're here to celebrate industry. We're here to celebrate seriousness. Izon-Ebi is an example of if you are committed to succeeding, you will succeed. No two ways about it. I remember I saw Izon-Ebi first, maybe in 1991, when College Tuesday was Speaker of Rivers State. Then Bayelsa had not been created. When College Tuesday was Speaker of the old Rivers State House of Assembly. And the people of Ikirimo were doing a reception for College Tuesday. And King Robert the Bizimo was invited to come and perform. And Izon-Ebi was asked to sing Dramambo. When he finished, we knew that Izon-Ebi will go to places. And Izon-Ebi is unlike some other people. If you see an average footballer, he just pursues football. But Izon-Ebi, in the midst of his own, in the course of his own musical